Hey guys, my name is Jack and this is my beautiful wife Denise. Some of you may have heard that our time at the well will be coming to an end soon, so we thought we'll take a few moments of your time just to share with you what that journey and what that experience has been like for us as a family for the last 6 years.
I read this in a book recently. One of God's vital seasons is the planting season of life, when your roots go down. If God calls you to leave somewhere, it should hurt. Because if you've let your roots go down deep and you've been faithful to focus on your season and on what God has commissioned you to do in that place, it will be in some ways a painful process of lifting up your root systems and moving them elsewhere. And I felt that this was just completely describes our season at the well. It's definitely going to be painful to say goodbye.
When we think back on our journey from 6 years ago, I think both Denise and I have experienced things both as individuals, and we'd like to share that with you, what that experience has been for us as individuals, but also as a family, as leaders at the well, as our response to leadership. So we'd like to talk about our individual journeys and then share our collective experience as a family. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
So you want to get us started?
I think Well of Life for me will always be the place where I had my first encounter with a living God, where I truly felt his presence and came to know him as more than a name. It's the place where I experienced freedom, where I've learned to live freely and lightly and mentally healthy and just this spiritually enriched life. It's also the place where I found the Bible study group, which is such a big part of my life now and has impacted me in so many ways. It was there where I found wonderful, like-minded women, where we got to study together and really dive into the Word of God. And those women have now become my friends for life. Well of Life has taught me what it was like to live in authentic biblical community. What has it meant for you?
I think the first thing that struck me when we joined the well is, and I need to talk a bit about where we come from, right? Because I think it's important to know that I come from a church back in South Africa where everyone looked the same as me, spoke the same language, and came from the same kind of background as I do. So I think for me, I was in awe. The first time I worshipped at the well, to see all of these different nationalities coming together, it almost made me realize for the first time that we truly serve a global God. As weird as that sounds, just seeing people from all corners of the earth just worshipping in one accord, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I've never experienced this before. So I think just being part of this global community was the first thing that stuck with me. And then when you talk about an authentic community, you know, similar to you with your ladies group, just building community with some of the amazing men. You know, these are not just men who will literally pull you out of the sand when you're stuck in the desert. These are men that will actually pull you out of every difficult situation you find in. And I've experienced that no matter what the need, you know, there's always someone willing and able to help you out of whatever situation you're going through. And that's been my experience of the community that we've come across at the well.
It's amazing. It's not only our lives that have been greatly impacted by Well of Life. Our children too have flourished and just grown tremendously under the leadership of some truly amazing leaders. I think if I think about the freedom and just the way we've grown at Well of Life, that has actually spilled over into the lives of our family abroad. And we are so thankful to the amazing leaders that we've gotten to come alongside at Well of Life, for getting us to understand that God has given us a mission in this world. And as a family, we have decided that we are going to be building his kingdom together going forward. Do you have any other thoughts?
Yeah, I would just in closing, you know, encourage everyone, right? Whether you're new to the well, you know, the importance of connection, right? Just reaching out, belonging to a connect group, right? You know, just getting involved, and even a word of encouragement to those that have been at the well for many, many years, you know, just to recognize and look for those opportunities to lean in or get close to, you know, people that you haven't spoken to before, you know, someone that you've seen and you've not connected with. I think never underestimate the power of those connections. So, you know, this has been an amazing journey for us. We would look back on the last 6 years with very fond memories, and we've grown exponentially in our spirit, in our faith, and just the friendships that we've cultivated over the last 6 years are definitely covenant relationships that will serve us well for the rest of our lives. Thank you.